Grigor Dimitrov, thank you for being with us on wearetennis.com. We've had a few fans write in wanting to ask questions of you, and from Sumner in India wants to know, which WTA player would you like to date?
That's a funny question. Well, can I skip that one? I'll answer it later. I have to think a bit.
Yeah, think about that. We'll come back to that one. Yeah. Okay. From Peter in Boston, does training become a bit of a chore for you? Do you like the training?
Yeah, I do a lot. I wake up in the morning and I want to improve my body. I want to improve my game. I want to improve everything around me. So, as soon as you have that feeling, I don't think anything else seems to bother you inside.
How much do you train a day?
Well, I'm training around. Well, if I have a preparation season, I train between 6 and 7 hours a day, and now on tournaments 4 a day.
Okay. James from London writes, there's a great grass courts in England, and obviously it's famous for its grass courts. How much do you enjoy playing on grass?
I love playing on grass. I won Wimbledon Juniors, and I feel great on the grass, and obviously the grass of the Queen's courts are the best, so it's a lot of fun.
You may enjoy it, but do you find it tough to play on grass, or do you see it comes pretty naturally?
Well, I think it's tough, but in the same time, it's I think you gotta pull something out of yourself as well, and I think it's for certain players it's pretty natural what you do on court, and for others it's just a thing that you just gotta get adjusted to.
Now, another James in Sydney writes, are you superstitious? And if you are, what sort of superstitions do you have?
I'm a lot. Well, I don't on court I have certain ones, and just before the match my clothes, and I have a lot of superstitions.
What do you do? What happens with your clothes?
I have to fold them in the right way.
Really?
I have to have things in a certain way. Yeah.
And on court?
And on court I never step on the lines when I walk.
So it's not a case of like Rafa, who has to have the water bottles in exactly the same spot?
I do that too.
You do that too?
Not as much as him.
All right. And from Japan, Hiro writes, who don't you like to play on the tour?
Well, that's a very good question. Well, I'm going to play with these guys hopefully for a long time, so I don't want to have one of these guys.
Grigor, everybody talks about your talent and some of the expectations of you. Do you ever take your talent for granted?
No, because that's the worst. And I think on the other side is talent never wins matches. It helps you, yes, but if you want to become really good and stuff, you need to do your work, and I think you have to improve every day.
So when you're on a court and you're in the middle of a match, what's that feeling like? What?
Indescribable.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. It is.
You couldn't put it into words. It just feels as if you're on cloud nine.
Well, you talk to yourself, so I don't. It's very tough for me to answer that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, I like to rest.
Really? Are you a late sleeper?
Not really. Not really. When I have time, of course, I like to sleep in, but I like to get up in the morning, exercise a little bit, and start the day off.
But when you say rest, what do you mean by that? Just sitting on the couch watching TV?
Yeah, sitting on the couch, TV, biking a little bit, walking in the nature. Yeah, because I live in the countryside, so there's not much to do anyway.
Do you believe that you are on the verge of a breakthrough? A major breakthrough with your young career?
Well, when I'm there, I'll tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
How much more do you need to keep going where you're going to be totally satisfied with the way you want to play?
Well, I don't set bars, or I don't put any limits, obviously, and because if you do, I don't think you want to become one of the greatest. So I think you just gotta work every day and see where you're gonna get at in, I don't know, in 10 years time from now. So let's see.
You just say you don't set bars, but do you set targets and goals?
Yeah, definitely.
And what would that be?
Well, my goal was to get into the Olympics. I don't know how that thing goes for me. I'm still waiting to see, but from now on it's just to stay healthy and trying to improve my game even more, and even my ranking to get better in the end of the year.
Okay. Now, we've got to go back. That was my last
Oh, yeah.
question. We've got to go back to the first question from someone over in India asking, which WTA player would you be interested in dating if the lady was available?
Wow.
You're on the spot here.
Very. Do I have to answer that?
You got to want more time, are you? We'll
Well,
get you into trouble.
Yeah, you will. You will. Well, there's only 2 women that I really like.
Okay.
I would say, can I just say nationalities? I don't want to say names.
All right, go with nationality.
All right,
then.
go Russia and America.
Russia and America.
There you go.
Age?
I'm not saying anything else.
Grigor, on that note, thanks for joining us on
Thanks.
wearetennis.com.
Guys, this one is just asking questions.